Okay, welcome to the Tucson Regional Postgame Press Conference with Dallas Baptist University. Again, raise your hand and wait for the microphone to come to you. We have head coach Dan Hefner, Luke Hefner, and Alex Pendergast joining us. Brian here in the front right.
Coach, the West Virginia pitcher, was there anything in particular he was doing to kind of keep your hitters off balance?
Yeah, Derek threw an outstanding game, and that's not the first time he's done that this year. He's a really good pitcher. He's really competitive. He throws 3 pitches for a strike, any count, and that's what he did to us today. And tip our caps to him. And I'm disappointed. Ryan Johnson has been outstanding for us throughout his career, and just disappointed that on a bigger stage everybody didn't get to see just how good he really is.
For either of the players, how do you just kind of flush this one and regroup for tomorrow, maybe, but not knowing who you're going to be playing at this point?
I mean, at this point, it's just survive in advance, do what we can to get our bodies ready for tomorrow, flush this one, take tonight, reset mentally, and just we go out there and do whatever we can to win from pitch number 1.
Javier.
Coach, what do you express to the players now going forward, where it's now do or die for you guys?
Yeah, I think nothing changes. Like, you can't try harder. It's just about playing the game the right way and, having a great approach. And I think one thing that we can draw on is just the number of times we've been in regionals, and we've been in this situation before, and we've worked our way all the way back to the championship game time and time again. And I think it's something we pride ourselves on. It's just our toughness and ability to keep going and just persevere. So really looking forward to this group having the opportunity to do that.
Gentleman on the left there.
Yeah, Coach, other than the 3-run homer, you guys were able to really kind of shut them down. Was that pretty deflating when they hit a big bomb like that and all of a sudden you're down 3-0?
Yeah, it was early in the game, though. So, with our offense, we felt like, we had all the confidence that we'd be able to come back and chip away and be right back in the game. He put a good swing on that one. The uncharacteristic thing was to have 2 free base runners ahead of him. Ryan just never does that. So good swing by Save, and but at that point in the game, in the 3rd inning, we weren't deflated at all. I think our guys were just fine, and looking forward to having good at bats and putting runs on the board.
In the back middle.
Coach, after seeing him in person now today, what is it about Derek that just makes him so hard to hit for opposing hitters?
Yeah, he's 3 pitches for a strike, any count. I think the pitches tunnel well. He just pounds the strike zone. He has you on swing at all times. And he's able to kind of expand a little bit. And they're 3 solid pitches, but it's when you can throw any pitch in any count and you constantly have them, either in swing mode or behind in the count. I think that's what makes him so successful.
We'll go back to Javier right here.
Coach, who are you going to start tomorrow, and just your thoughts about that pitcher?
Depends on who we play. We've got 2 really good starters, and Jaron DeBerry and Jared Jenkins, and both of those guys have been really, really good for us this year, and we're just going to look at who we're matched up against and then make our decision based on that.
For Luke, when your catcher throws down, do you pretty much assume that it's going to be a caught stealing every time with the quickness that he gets it down there?
Yeah, Grant is unbelievable, and he works really hard at it every week. And to see just him getting better, I know that we have the best chance out of anybody. He's amazing.
And for Coach, just kind of the same thing. I mean, he threw out 3 guys. Just the importance of having that as part of your defense.
Yeah, it's important. We know that West Virginia, they can push the envelope and they like to have a diverse offense. And, Grant definitely did a good job. I thought Luke had a good pick and tag on one of them. But it all starts on the mound. Like, that guy on the mound has to be quick to home plate. He's got at various times, various looks to give the catcher a chance. So I think it was kind of the total package of all 3 of them together. Miggy had a good tag on one as well. Grant, outstanding, quick exchanges, good throws, and the pitchers did a good job of giving him a chance as well.
Any other questions? All right, that's our time. Thank you, guys.
Coach, if you could just speak on your pitcher's performance. It didn't look like you ever had anybody warming up. You just have total trust in what he does out there?
Yeah, I don't even know why I'm here in this press conference. The game was won by these 2 guys. I mean, I introduced him to a crowd of fans when we left here, when we the night before we left Morgantown, and I said, our fate on Friday's in this guy's hands, and I wouldn't want it in any other player's hands. It's just incredible what he's done. This was, a lot of people had pitched this pitching matchup today as the one to watch out for. You got the little lefty versus the big tall righty with all the stuff, and the little lefty with all the heart. And the heart won today for sure, and that's how he won. It's how he always wins, with heart.
Derek, can you talk about how you felt on the mound there? And does it matter that you were here last year that give you some confidence that you knew High Corbett?
Yeah, I wasn't here last year, actually. I was, at this time when they were playing in Arizona, I was somewhere in the Midwest playing for the Northwood Timberwolves. So first time being here, and I mean, I can't complain about that outing. I had the fastball in working really well today, especially the changeup late in counts. I thought that was a key factor, and obviously tipped the cap to the defense. Made some, especially in the ninth there with Grant and BK making those two plays for me to keep it rolling was really huge.
Go back to Brian.
Logan, two guys in front of you get on a walk and a hit batter. What are you looking for in that situation? Do you feel like he has to challenge you because he doesn't want to fall behind?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, my first AB, I got 2 cutter sliders that were away, and I capped one. And before my next AB, Coach Mays told me to stick to a right center approach, and picked it up pretty early and got it over the plate and put a barrel on it.
Back to the room.
Coach, might sound like a silly question, but how much of an advantage is it winning this game and then going into the winner's bracket tomorrow?
You know, I don't know what the statistics are like you guys do, but the chances of winning the regional go way down if you don't win the first game. So that's the third time we've done that, though, in my career, won the first game and haven't won the second one yet. So that would be cool to if we win tomorrow, that'd be something the Mountaineers have never done, is win the first 2 games of a regional. So we definitely have a ton to play for.
And then Derek, for you, at what point today did you feel like, I guess today was going to be a good day and you had all of your pitches working for you?
Right when I woke up this morning, I knew I was going to be ready and had the week and a half off to prepare and get my body right. Fixed up some things with him and Coach Oni. So, yeah, just waking up and being ready to go.
Any more questions? Brian?
Coach, do you know who you're starting tomorrow, or is it dependent on the opponent?
No, we're starting Tyler Switolski. Doesn't matter if we play the Yankees.
And I guess just in general, the hitting approach against Ryan Johnson, he doesn't walk a lot of guys, and you were able to draw a couple on that. I mean, was it just a game plan of staying patient?
No, it was the basic fundamental of hitting. Swing at the strikes and don't swing at the balls, because that's what he does. He makes we have a ton of left-handed hitters. He makes those guys swing at pitches out of the strike zone a lot. That's what makes him so good. And I thought we did a really good job of not chasing the slider and the cutter and the changeup below the zone for the most part. And, you know, JJ isn't in this press conference today, but you can just tell his presence at the plate. You know, he draws a leadoff walk from a guy who walks no one, and then he gets hit by a pitch with a guy who hits no one. He creates a presence that, you know, makes people pitch differently. And the fact that JJ's in there he makes the offense go whether he gets hits or not. So he's a big part of that win today, too.
Back to the back of the room.
Logan, I'll ask you a similar question I asked Derek. At what point today did you know that he was in a good spot and it seemed like he had all of his pitches working for him?
I'm honestly going to say the same thing from the morning. I mean, he was locked in the hotel. As soon as I went downstairs, he was in his own element and getting ready for the game, and it just led up to the bullpen, and everything was on, and he gets better as the game goes on. So that's the big trait about Derek and why he's so good.
You know, the one thing that goes a little bit unnoticed, I'll answer a question that wasn't asked, but one thing that goes unnoticed is in the first inning, he fields the ball behind his back and gets an out, and then he picks a guy off first base. That's not unusual for him to make a great play on defense and pick at least one guy off first base. That has a lot to do with why he's been so good. He just does everything well, and I think he won a Gold Glove, right?
Last year, yep.
Last year in Division II, Gold Glove. I don't know if they have one in Division I, but if they do, it dang sure belongs to this guy. It changes the way, changes the results, how good he is at fielding his position and controlling the running game.
Any more questions? All right, that's our time.
Thank you, guys.